During Nick's high school career, he completed many honors and advanced placement courses. He has been on the Distinguished Honor Roll every marking period and is graduating with a grade point average of 99.61. Nick was a member of the National Honor Society, participated in the Shakespeare Festival and the school musical, was captain of the Quiz Bowl. Nick was a 4-year participant in cross country where he served as team captain and a 4-year track athlete. Finally, Nick participated in the programming team for 3 years. In the fall, Nick plans to attend Susquehanna University to major in creative writing. Ms. Whitmer and Mr. Roman, thank you for inspiring Nick and fostering his creativity while encouraging him to excel academically. Please join me in congratulating the valedictorian of the class of 2010.
Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, Casey. It is a great honor to be standing up here speaking at you all during this monumentous event. I'm going to read a different speech. I like this one better. When I had asked Mr. Ron what I should be up here speaking at you about, he told me that I should talk about the future. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to start by quoting the baseball legend Yogi Bear, who once said, "The future ain't what it used to be." Now, if this quote sounds stupid, it's probably because it is. But when you've had as much soda pop in your system as I do, it starts to make sense. Because as I see it, the future used to be a place of wonder, packed with flying cars, jetpacks, cool robots, and boundless opportunity. But now, it's different. As filled as this world is with social, economic, and ecological instability, I don't even know what to think about its future, and I'd be a bold-faced liar to stand up here and herald it as being brighter than it's ever been. So I'll stop talking about it, and instead, I'll talk broadly about the role we can play in determining whatever that future may be. At this point, if I were giving a longer speech, I would take several minutes to summarize the life of Peter Parker. But instead, I'm going to skip ahead to the message. With great power comes great responsibility. Yeah, I said it, power and responsibility. For everyone here has great power in determining the shape of the future. And we exercise this power in how we live our lives, in the decisions we make, in whether we choose action or inaction. Those of you who do not see or fully realize the power of which I speak would do best to remember that sometimes the most frightening powers a man can wield are those he wields unknowingly. And now for the responsibility. This responsibility is a multifaceted one. First, it is a responsibility to other human beings. It is our responsibility to make no transgressions on their rights to life, liberty, and property. In other words, we shouldn't be jerks to people. Second, it is a responsibility to our land bases and to the world as a whole. It is our responsibility to ensure the continued survival of both and to ensure that the myriad creatures inhabiting them do not perish. Finally, it is a responsibility to ourselves. It is our responsibility to stay true to our personal convictions, to never abandon our morals for comfort or convenience, for that would be the greatest betrayal of all. If we and enough other people in the world realize our powers and learn to use them responsibly, we could work wonders. We could feed the hungry. We could stop deforestation. We could close the sweatshops. We could repeal the designated hitter rule. The possibilities are limitless. And speaking of the designated hitter rule, that reminds me of another Yogi Bear quote. He once said, "If you come to a fork in the road, take it." I believe he said the same thing about picnic baskets, but that's irrelevant. The point of the quote is that you need to find your own paths to success, because advice and quotations from professional athletes and other famous people are so meaningless and vague that you're just wasting your time with them. For the best inspiration comes from in here. Or here. rather. Well, now that I've uttered all that rhetoric, I think it's time for some fun. So I'll consult my close advisor and longtime friend about what the future has in store for us all.
Yeah, the yeah.
Hello, friend. Are you ready for some questions? Yes. All right then, here goes. Almighty 8-Ball, do we, the West Perry High School class of 2010, have anything to fear about the future? Better not tell you now. Alright, let's try something else. Will any of us ever achieve international fame? My sources say no. Alright, are your sources reliable? My sources say yes. Moving on. Will we at least live happily ever after? That's for me to know and you to find out. Alright, how about one more? In all your magnanimous wisdom, tell us, what sagacious advice can you offer to help us in the arduous lives we have ahead? Most likely. Well, I guess that's enough questions for you. Alright, and with that, it looks like I'm all out of speech, so congratulations, and class of 2010, we the best!